Nigga wanna see me fall. Stephen Curry, how I ball. Gosha garments and a white 3 on my body. I'm an icon, man. And my girl about a 10. I should fuck her in a Benz. Niggas say they.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JR, and I'm back again with another PUBG video. And in this video, I basically wanted to test all of the guns that were affected with this new update that is currently on the public test server. So I did a test on the M16, the Mutant, the Vector, and the UMP, which basically swapped ammo, and the new gun, the MP. I did a recoil test and then talked about the damage of each gun, and basically I told you guys if I thought they were worth using or not. Now keep in mind, just because I tell you that a gun may not be good, you should still use it. Like you can be good with any gun, but in this video I basically just used data and damage and put all those together plus the handle, and I gave you my opinion on each gun. So man, if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button for your boy. I do PUBG and 2K content. Hit that like button for your boy. Let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes, and leave me a comment and let me know if you agree with any of the things that I said in this video. The first gun that I wanted to talk to you guys about was the M16. So with the M16, I will say it did get a decent buff. The initial recoil when on burst fire has been decreased, and they also increased the drop-off damage, making it a better, or I'm sorry, they actually decreased the drop-off damage, making it a better choice for a budget DMR. You can see the recoil patterns here. This is prior to the update, and you'll see the recoil patterns aren't exactly the best, but prior to the update, there was more recoil within the first few shots. You'll see after the update, the first few shots during burst fire, you'll see here, there's less recoil. So there's less vertical and horizontal recoil, and that just makes the gun more accurate, especially if you're able to hit your shots. Then it does you know, make a pretty decent difference as well. They also added a tac stock to the M16, so like I said, that makes it even better for a budget DMR. The only thing with that is, I just don't know how this gun stands up close against guns that are automatic. You'll see right here, this is what the recoil patterns look before and after, so you can kind of see that, like I had said, the recoil patterns are better within the first burst. So that is an increase. I use this gun some throughout the test server. As far as, you know, is it worth picking up? It has a decent time to kill, and you'll see where it ranks here in the chart. As far as, you know, is it worth picking up? I wouldn't really suggest using this as my primary AR, just because I don't think it stands well going against, you know, automatic guns. Now, I do believe it is going to be a good choice for a budget DMR, but if I come across a mini or a different type of DMR, then generally I'm probably going to choose an actual DMR. But overall, I do like the way that the M16 got a buff with this patch. Alright, so they also try to show the MK Mutant some love. Generally, I would not recommend using this gun unless you absolutely have to for a DMR or your primary assault rifle. I believe it's a better DMR than anything. But if you try to use this as an AR, you can kind of see the recoil patterns are kind of out of control whenever you look at this. So, and plus you're only shooting 2-round bursts. I don't really feel like the damage of this gun is worth it. As far as it being a DMR, they did add the ability to add a tac stock to this weapon as well. I do feel like this could be, like I said, a decent DMR if you had to use it, especially if you can get like a lightweight or vert grip to this gun plus your tac stock. It is going to make this gun a little bit more effective, but as far as, you know, I'm probably going to pick a M16 over this gun for both my AR and DMR if I had to. I'm not a fan of this gun, but if you like this gun a lot, then you should definitely use it. I do feel like it is more accurate with the grip, so I'm trying to show it some love, and with a tac stock, it could be a good choice as a budget DMR as well. Alright, so I wanted to test the recoil patterns of the Vector and the UMP just to make sure that they didn't change. I will say that the UMP recoil patterns are basically the same. It still has low horizontal and vertical recoil, making it a laser. But I will say that this gun took a major nerf with this update. Not only that, this gun also now sounds different as well. So like I said, you just heard the UMP basically, got a new noise, but not only that, it did take a major nerf. The UMP now takes 45 ammo, which swapped with the Vector. It also only has a 25 round mag whenever you pick it up, and then it goes up to 35 whenever you get an extended mag. So it took a nerf as far as magazine size. Not only that, they lowered the bullet velocity speed on this gun, and it basically nerfed it. Like for this UMP, like you'll see here, I got some kills with it, but for me, I probably won't be picking up this gun unless I have to. Like I really don't know if PUBG meant to nerf this gun like that. All of like the UMP fans, the gun is completely different now just based on the changes, just because the bullet speed is so slow now. And you'll see here on this time to kill chart that it basically has the lowest time to kill right there beside the Bison. So like I said, this gun did take a nerf, and I'm probably not going to be using the UMP 45 unless it's something that I come across early game. Alright, so I wanted to test the recoil patterns on the Vector just to make sure that the switch to 9mm on this weapon didn't change the way that the gun actually feels. So based on what I found as far as the recoil patterns go, the recoil patterns are still exactly the same as they were before. Even with the swap to 9mm, this gun is still extremely accurate, especially with the attachments. You get very low horizontal and vertical recoil. So this is actually still going to be a really good gun. You're going to see here the before and the after. And like I said, this gun basically feels the same. They did change it, however, like I said, it now takes 9mm bullets. They increased the initial mag to 19 and then 33 with an extended mag. To counteract this, they also changed up the damage. They decreased the damage from 34 to 31. So the Vector took a little bit of a hit there. You get more bullets but less damage. To me, from what I've used of it so far, I still feel like the Vector is still an extremely good choice. For me, the Vector is probably going to be the best SMG that you can find besides the MP, which is only on Vikendi. If I'm going to use an SMG for a match, then I definitely want to choose the Vector just because the UMP took such a nerf. You could have argued between the UMP and the Vector. I felt like the Vector always had the upper hand on the UMP just as far as damage goes, because it does shred people. And fortunately, after this update, it still basically remains the same. It still shreds people, and it's still a really good choice. You can still add a tac stock to it, and with the other attachments, this gun is still extremely accurate, making it a really good choice if you're the type that likes to run a SMG. Okay, next we had the MP5K, and what I wanted to do with this new gun is a recoil test, and this is exclusive to Vikendi only, and it takes 9mm. So what I did is I did a recoil test with the before with no attachments and then with attachments. And what I found with this gun is it's extremely accurate without attachments, but with attachments, you'll see right here the before and the after. You'll see that with the attachments, there's hardly any vertical or horizontal recoil, plus the bullets are extremely together. This gun kitted out is not going to have hardly any recoil at all, which is crazy. Not only that, this gun can take any attachment, so you can put a tac stock, like I just told you guys, a vert, and a comp on this gun. To me, it almost feels like a hybrid between a UMP and a Vector. Not only that, it holds 30 rounds without an extended mag, and with an extended mag it holds 40. So like I said, it feels like a hybrid between a UMP and a Vector, because it has the accuracy of a Vector, but it has the damage and the way that it shreds of a Vector. This gun to me is extremely OP right now, and in my opinion it has to be it has to be the best SMG in the game. You can see the time to kill on this gun is really good, and even though it's below the Vector, just because of the way it handles and the ability to have 40 rounds on this gun, I would almost give the edge to this gun. That's just my opinion though. Not only with that, this gun shoots extremely fast, shooting at 900 RPM. I use this gun some today on the test server, and it's so weird how fast it shoots. Like, it is extremely accurate, and it does do damage, and it basically shreds people. The only thing with how fast it shoots, if you don't hit your shots, you're going to find yourself, out of bullets just because it shoots it so fast. It's kind of crazy. It kind of sucks that this weapon is exclusive to Vikendi only, because I would love to use this gun on all maps, because I don't know, it shreds people, and it's user friendly, it's extremely accurate. And in my opinion, like I just said, I do believe that this SMG, the MP, has become the best SMG in the game. Alright, there you guys have it. There's my opinion on every single one of these guns. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you agree, disagree, etc. Like I said, just because I say a gun might not be good for me, and based on my opinion, doesn't mean it's, you know, bad for you. Like, you should use whatever gun that you feel like you have most fun with, because that's honestly what it's all about. It is unfortunate, in my opinion, that the UMP took such a bad hit just because of how slow the rate of fire is. But other than that, I feel like every other gun that I talked about got a decent buff. So that's good. I really like what PUBG did with this patch. They were able to fix the rendering finally, and I believe they did a really good job. Like, I'm excited for the future of PUBG, and hopefully we can bring back more FPP lobbies as well. Thank you guys so much for all the support. If you're still here, man, I appreciate you. Don't forget to drop a like. I'm out. Peace.